We're going to start the program now, and we're going to start that with singing the Star Spangled Banner by Aaron Gant, class of 1983.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Aaron. You can do the rest of the stanzas after the program. Good afternoon, folks. My name is, I guess I'm Professor Joshua Smith, last time I checked, and I'm the director of the American Merchant Marine Museum, which was part of this fantastic team that put together this exhibit, and we're thrilled to have you all here. We have a brief speaking program, and I think at this point I'm going to introduce our superintendent, Vice Admiral Joanna Noonan, who has been a big fan and supporter of this project.
Thank you so much. There are some seats up here for any of our guests who would feel more comfortable having a seat. Please come up, don't be shy. Not you, Commandant. I did hear Dr. Smith say it was going to be brief speaking part, so I'm not necessarily going to say welcome individually to every one important person that's here, but there are so many important people here, not only from the senior leadership team, including Rear Admiral Dave Wolf, the Deputy Superintendent, from our midshipmen of all ranks, other faculty and staff and coaches. I'm especially so honored to have our alumni back here for this big event. And with that, I will give my short and formal remarks. It is with great pride that I welcome all of you to the unveiling of the Kings Point Black History Month exhibit, Struggle, Perseverance, and Triumph at USMMA. As we gather today, we commemorate the legacy of African American and other Black midshipmen at the United States Merchant Marine Academy, celebrating their resilience, accomplishments, and contributions to our nation's maritime heritage. At the outset, I must express my profound gratitude to the Kings Point Black Alumni Society, particularly Rodney Gregory and Aaron Gant, for their unwavering support and dedication to this project. Without their tireless efforts, this exhibit would not have come to fruition. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to the USMMA Black History Month Committee and the museum staff for their meticulous work in curating this impactful display. At the heart of this exhibit lies the inspiring story of Joseph B. Williams, a trailblazer whose courage and determination shattered barriers and paved the way for future generations. Williams's journey from his humble beginnings to becoming the first African American graduate of USMMA in 1944 is a testament to the power of perseverance and the unwavering pursuit of excellence. As we celebrate Williams's legacy, we also honor the exemplary achievements of Roshenda Josephs and Zachary Mullins, distinguished graduates whose success in the 2020s serves as beacons of hope and inspiration. Joseph's rapid advancement in her career with MSc and attainment of an unlimited master's license at a young age exemplify the limitless potential within each of us. Likewise, Mullins' fulfillment of his lifelong goal to be an FA-18A fighter pilot for the U.S. Marine Corps showcases the transformative power of passion and dedication. Moreover, the formation of the Kings Point Black Alumni Society and the advocacy efforts of alumni like Captain Reginald McAmee, Robert Johnson, and Rodney Keynes underscore the importance of mentorship and support in fostering diversity and inclusion within our maritime community. Their commitment serves as a guiding light for future generations of African American midshipmen. As we navigate the challenges and opportunities of the maritime industry, let us remain steadfast in our commitment to promoting diversity and equity at USMMA and beyond. By amplifying the voices and experiences of underrepresented communities, we can create a more inclusive and vibrant maritime workforce reflective of the rich tapestry of American society. Tonight, we celebrate an exhibit that will serve as a lasting tribute to the indomitable spirit of those who have paved the way before us. Thank you.
And thank you, ma'am, for those inspiring words. Our next speaker tonight is Captain Reginald McAmee, class of 1975. You might read a few things about him in this book, by the way, so please do. Captain McAmee.
First of all, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I have a little Baptist tradition, so first giving all honor to God, and then to the Admiral and administration. I'm humbled and honored to be here today. And then I want to give my legal notice. The views stated today are those solely of the speaker and not the Academy Administration, Alumni Association, or Kings Point Black Alumni Society. I just want to take care of it. Okay. The theme today is success is mandatory. Struggle, perseverance, and triumph at the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy. First, how do we define success? Is it money? Is it accumulation of assets? Is it TikTok followers? Let's analyze this success narrative. How much money can you take with you when you ultimately leave this world? How many cars, boats, or houses can we drag into that grave we all know we have an appointment with? Is it TikTok notoriety? How long will the world remember your TikTok presence? Martin Luther King, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Albert Einstein may have answered that question in terms of success when he said, strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Because when you aim to provide value to others, success is inevitable. It may not be quick, but you will get what you want in the end, lasting success. Let's look at the Black merchant mariners and Kings Point graduates on whose shoulders we stand. I'm going to start with Crispus Attucks, the first American killed in the American Revolution. He was an African American sailor. That was 1770. We have a long, rich tradition in the American Merchant Marine. Then I'll go to Captain Hugh Molzack, captain of the SS Booker T. Washington, a trailblazer for civil rights and racial equality. The first African American to command a modern ship in the American Merchant Marine. And he would not be the captain of a Jim Crow ship. He said his ship had to be integrated. And then I want to tell you about U.S. Coast Guard Chief Warrant Officer Oliver T. Henry. He was my mentor. He was the first black to get out of the mess room in the Coast Guard and became a chief warrant officer in the engine department. He studied with me for every exam, license exam that I had after the third mate's exam. He was the deputy director of MARAD at the Southern California office, and he mentored many Kings Point graduates while he was there. Then I want to talk to you about Judge Williams, the first black Kings Point graduate, 1944. A lawyer, a judge, a mentor to many. He established a scholarship here in the name of Captain Molzak. And then the Los Angeles superintendent, Sidney Thompson, class of 52, inspired by Hugh Molzak, he became the superintendent of Los Angeles Unified School District, one of the largest in our nation. And I would be remiss if I missed Joe Scroggins. Joe Scroggins recruited me. He was a mentor to me. And he recruited me from Kansas City, that place with the big ocean and all those ports there. And he became a federal maritime commissioner. And I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Rodney Gregory and Aaron Gann. They are the impetus behind the Kings Point Black Alumni Society. They are creating a legacy for us all. And Rodney, when he was at Red River, made sure a lot of people got jobs. Black, white, Kings Pointers. He made sure that Red River was in the mix. And I congratulate you for that service when you were an executive. And we cannot forget Ken Guscott, a Massachusetts civil rights icon. He was a Kings Point graduate, the first black engineering grad, and a mentor to many. He came to many Kings Point events. And I want to tell you today, the midshipmen here, because you are in the maritime industry, you have a unique opportunity to provide value to others. Ocean shipping carries over 90% of trade in the world. Nearly 70% of all goods traded by the United States are transported by waterways, mostly deep sea. Presently, we only have 93 Jones Act vessels. We have to work on that. You, as the future, have to figure out ways we can get more merchant ships. We need merchant ships. And then we provide support for the military. The U.S. Merchant Marine plays an important part in sea power of our country. We are an indispensable component of our national defense. We are the key to force protection, force projection, the ability to place our troops in other parts of the world and to sustain those troops. So you have a unique opportunity because all of this trade is in the world. And you are being trained in the best place in the world, the United States Merchant Marine Academy. So success is going to be there, and it may not be quick. I'm going to tell you, it probably will not be quick. It may not be easy. I'm going to tell you, it probably will not be easy, but it is attainable. The midshipmen that are here right now, you probably can tell it ain't easy. Already from your academic experience here at this institution. We all had struggles here at Kings Point and in the maritime industry because we had doubters, we had people that wanted to make it difficult, and we had those that wanted to delay our progress. But we have overcome all of that. Some of those struggles were because people doubted us because of our color. Some of those struggles were made because people made it difficult for us because of our color or our gender. But I have found, and I'm here to tell you, those people are in the minority. And we cannot let them control the narrative. Yes, as the first black regimental executive officer here, I had bigots come for me one night wearing Confederate flags as capes with nooses. And my classmates and I stood up against those bigots. Yes, I had a chief mate when I was a midshipman cadet ride my back and make it miserable for me for 42 days. who actually had the audacity to write a letter to the academy and say, if the academy did not kick me out, he would stop contributing to the academy. I did have a meeting in Wiley Hall about that. I was at the end of a long table. And they told me if I got another one like that, that they was gonna get rid of me. So, do not let that minority of people deter you. I'm mindful that it took most of my classmates to elect me president of the plebe class our freshman year here. My classmates, white and black, assisted each other so we could graduate. Our class's unofficial motto was graduation through cooperation. And many of my successes, if you want to call them successes, since graduation have been because I have tried to do for others and be of service to others. My classmates and other Kings Pointers have given me the opportunity to do that. My experience here at Kings Point, coming from a very segregated Kansas City, really opened the world for me. There were some difficult moments, but I generally felt well respected, whether in the classroom, on the wrestling mat, on the debate team, as class president, or as the first black regimental executive officer. But I was also told at the time that I became RX by someone in Wiley Hall that knew the deal, that Kings Point was not ready for a black regimental commander at that time. I'm happy to see that has changed and that there have been black and female regimental commanders since that time. However, I have heard recently that it has become an issue for black and brown students to get regimental leadership opportunities. And if that's true, the academy leadership needs to address that. I've enjoyed and benefited from experiences where the maritime community has come together as a human race. Working on ships does that because you have to get the job done. You have to work as a team. Everybody has to do their job. Black, white, brown, male, female. You gotta get out of the port, across the ocean, to the next port. You gotta get the cargo out, and you can't call up some technician to come do the work for you. Your shipmates and you have to do it. Today and in the past, I've been interested in what will bring us together and not separate us. My successes, if any, have been possible because of mentors and classmates, black and white. Your successes will be the same. I consider it a success to have been in positions to mentor others and make job opportunities available for others. In human resources at Exxon, I hired a host of Kings Pointers. But I got to Kings Point because a white classmate vouched for me and they hired me. Presently, I'm chair of the Houston Pilot Board, the largest U.S. port in terms of total cargo throughput. And I'm proud to say the general counsel of the Houston Pilot Board is David McNeil, a black Kings Point graduate. David played football here, and I understand he had a few records. The executive director is Tyler Gavis, and he's a Kings Pointer. And I understand he played basketball here, and he got a couple of records. And one of the 9 other commissioners is Paris Beverly, Kings Pointer, class of 74. When you get out, you can make opportunities for other people. I was once told that money and fame is kind of like manure. You can keep it all in one pile and it stinks. Or you can spread it out and it makes flowers. You will have the opportunity to do that. I'm often in disbelief of the many opportunities that being a graduate of Kings Point has provided me since graduating. From command of merchant ships to command of U.S. Navy Reserve and active duty units, to being on the Navigation Safety Advisory Council, chair of the pilot board, and other opportunities. These accomplishments were not my accomplishments. They were made possible because of mentors like U.S. Coast Guard Chief Warrant Officer Oliver J. Henry and his wife Jean E. Henry, and Captain Alex Keish, who mentored me at Atlantic Richfield, my classmates Mike Morris and Nate Brooks and Chuck Norfleet, and upperclassmen like Rodney Gregory and Grover Barnett, Ron Wells, and my good friend who's here today, Robert Johnson, class of '62, who I met through a Kings Pointer, Meredith Nizer. Told me I got to meet this brother. He graduated in '62. And he gave me an opportunity to be an expert witness in the maritime field. And there's others. Attorney Ed Murphy, who's a graduate of Kings Point. I just called him up on the phone. I said, hey, I got a law license. I've never worked for a law firm, and I started a law firm. Will you help me? And Ed Murphy, with that New York accent, said, yeah, I'll be, yeah. And he's helped me in many, many ways. And Captain Knutson and Frank Minzer and Steve Ford, all Kings Pointers who have given service to the Kings Point community. And I'd also like to pay respect to Captain Jenkins and his mentorship that was been so instrumental to so many. And so as a mentor today, to you today, I want to say, stay focused. Graduate, sail on your license, raise your license, complete your U.S. Navy Reserve commitment, and provide service to the maritime community. We all should give back to others. That is what will make us successful. Martin Luther King and Albert Einstein both had it right. It has been a privilege and honor to be a part of the Kings Point story and to bring these words to you today. Now, like all good leaders, those of my vintage must pass the torch to you. You are the future. Upon graduation, you must take the helm of the Kings Point Black Alumni Society, the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy Alumni Association, the maritime industry, and you must help others to get opportunities. You have tremendous opportunities ahead of you. Yes, the past is important, but you must seize the moment that the future will present by serving and filling the needs of the future, because success is mandatory. It is in the Kings Point DNA to serve. It is our motto, acta non verba, deeds, not words. Yes, there will be struggles, but I know you will persevere and triumph here at the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy and in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you for those words, Captain McCamey. Acta non verba. You got the verba part down. Good. I might become a Baptist. Our next speaker is one of our midshipmen. That's DeMarcus Spivey, who is also in this booklet, I might add, and he's got a few words, and then we'll do a ribbon cutting.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Figure it out.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So my name is DeMarcus Spivey. I'm a marine engineering and shipyard management major. I am the co-regimental cultural diversity officer. I'm also the co-president of the Cultural Diversity Club, and I am the captain of the men's basketball team. I've really felt like since plebe year that there should be more of an emphasis on Black alumni from KP, as all alumni that have graduated before me have inspired me to strive to be the best midshipman that I can be. I remember when I first met some of the Black alumni behind Lieutenant Commander Waller's house and how motivated I felt to continue to make it to the finish line and to also never give up. So seeing this mural here really brings joy to my heart, as younger African Americans will continuously be inspired, especially through the tough times at the Academy. Today we gather to celebrate and unveil a powerful symbol of our shared Kings Point history and resilience. This mural stands as a testament to the struggles and triumphs of Black individuals throughout the ages, reminding us of their invaluable contributions to our society. As we reflect on the past, let us also look to the future with hope and determination, knowing that by honoring and embracing our diversity, we can create a more inclusive and equitable world for all. Thank you.
I don't want to create a medical emergency or anything, but we are under time. This may have not ever happened at Kings Point. At this point, we'd like the Admiral and Midshipman Spivey and Captain McCamey to muster in front of the ribbon, and we'll have the ribbon cutting.
Oh, here we go. Did you do the honors? We'll keep this. I guess
We gotta do this as a team.
Yep, we do. Cooperation was it?
Yes, cooperation through graduation.
There we go.
Okay, folks, the snack table is open. Feel free to mingle and chat and cut capers in general. Enjoy yourself.